It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the
Mike, oh yo yo. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. Good evening. Top of this, let me say top of the day to you, from wherever you're watching from. This is Maiyegun live. I know many of you are following the new developments, especially as they unfold every day. Today, it is Lagos. The reason why they wanted Sunday Igboho killed, the reason why some of these Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the reason why they want people killed was because Lagos rally is significant. Not because the Odua nation, the Yoruba nation campaigners who are, going out for their peaceful rally. It's not because they are violent. No. It's not because the crowd they are going to pull, right, are going to in any way be beyond what Tifnumbu can pull in Lagos if he wants to show his might. No. It is an undermining move for him because Lagos State, as they consider him as a local champion, a local chihuahua, somebody that can be relied upon to help them maintain order through violence. Tifnumbu, he wants to be president. Yes. Many of those his foot soldiers have done a lot of work for years now, thinking that a day was coming that they would be able to say, Mr. President, to Tifnumbu. But let us come to think about this. Tifnumbu is a politician. He is a one Nigerian. No problem. He loves that. No problem. He wants to be president. Good for him. He is a Yoruba man. Absolutely. But how does a 2-3 hours rally, peaceful rally that is not first of its kind, become so controversial, bloody, and murderous like this? It is simply because they believed. In fact, there are still many Yorubas who used to believe and still believe that Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Republic campaign, self-determination campaign is sponsored by Tifnumbu. So holding the rally in Lagos will prove two things to two different sets of people, but it will only prove one thing to all of us. But the two things it will prove to two people there is that, one, if the rally holds and nothing happens, like they are currently showing force right now in Lagos, then it will put the mind of the Fulani terrorists and jihadist apologists, it will put their mind on fire. That yes, we were right. It was behind the whole thing. Just because he wanted to be president. That is why he is sponsoring the Yorubas to reject Fulani terrorists from their forest. Because he wanted to be president. That is why he is sponsoring Sunday Igboho. Because I know so many of you who believe that too. Until they attacked Sunday Igboho. Somebody even came on my show here. And he said he didn't believe that Sunday Igboho was attacked. In fact, he believed that Sunday Igboho staged the attack in order for him to cowardly run away from Lagos protest, Lagos rally. This is the first point that will confirm it to the full, and they can go all out to it, for him. The second one is that he should use his force to make sure that that rally never happened, so that he can prove their his loyalty to them in a bigger picture, proving the loyalty of the Yorubas to the Fulani terrorists. So Tifnumbu is now in that quagmire, a confused state that will do anything and everything to prove that he is loyal. Not to the Yoruba people, no. But to his own masters. And that is what they called politics. And that is what they told you. You don't understand. It is politics, they say. Therefore, it will be easier to blame the peaceful Oodua Nation campaigners, to blame them for daring to go and make Tifnumbu uncomfortable. That is just the whole thing, simple and plain. Because there was nowhere that Sunday Igboho threatened anyone. There was nowhere Sunday Igboho called out for war. There was no, he was in fact becoming too nice, like I said. But yet they still went for him. Now, if you are a Yoruba man, if you're a Yoruba man or a Yoruba woman watching me right now, I don't need you to agree. In fact, don't. But you will never deny the fact that you heard about it. You only lived in denial, because you see all of this going on right now, right? You can't fight government. You can't fight government. Meanwhile, nobody is fighting government. Remember that. You can never fight government. Blah, 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 blah. You're fine. Let those who claim to be government continue, right, to trample on everyone that they believe that does not follow the tenets that they've laid, the one that has brought this division, this unity, the one that has brought this bloodshed. There will be consequences. And when the consequences begin to happen, you who clapped for them, you who stood up and said they were doing the right thing. In fact, those of you who bragged about the language that you think this language of violence is the language that you will understand because you understood it, you kept quiet. Let them do whatever they want to you. You will never say anything. As they say, the injustice in Nigeria is democratized. Everyone will have a share. You will get yours. Violence. Over what? That people said, oh, I want to be APC. Oh, great. Oh, I am a PDP member. Oh, beautiful for you. Oh, no, I'm not any of them. I just want to be I want to be a Yoruba nationalist. Oh, you cannot be a Yoruba nationalist. Oh, you want to break up Nigeria then? Okay. Then you have to be killed. That is the verdict. That's why they blame the victims. Igboho never threatened anybody. He never killed anyone. No one from the Biafrans to the Oduduwa agitators and to the Middle Beltans, no single one of them has killed anybody. Not single one. Your government brought unknown gunmen and they used their media to brainwash you enough to agree that unknown gunmen are the people your government are killing. They tried to fly that same theory of unknown gunmen in Lagos State, remember? Who are the unknown gunmen? Before now, during Bokwari's first time in 1984, that was the first time we heard about the unknown soldiers. Now you have unknown gunmen dressed in Nigerian military uniform, led by DSS, and to attack private citizens who has committed no crime. No crime. We want our own country. We want to protect ourselves. We don't want all the Fulani terrorists in our forest anymore. This and that. I don't have any problem with everyone who is whether you are a Fulani, whether you are Igbo, whether you are, wherever you come from. As long as you are not committing any crime of all this nature of terrorism in Yoruba land, you are welcome. That's what he said. But take a look at this. For those of you who are from Yoruba land, because I'm going to mix my broadcast this morning. I'm going to mix it up with Yoruba at some point because I really need to speak to you to tell you how I feel. Because I know you don't care. I know you can laugh now. I know you can type all your manner of nonsense. Oh, why don't you come back here? Why don't you come and lead it? Why don't you do this and that? Even though your wish is to see them slaughtered so that you can say, yes, we want you. You can't fight government. Who is fighting government? And why is your government fighting everybody, including you? Even though you have no ball to actually question what they are doing to you. You agree that your lives are in a mess, even though, on the other hand, you deny it. You agree that they have messed up your country so terribly bad. But it is convenient for you to blame everybody, asking those criminals who have made this to account for it. It is easier to blame them. Meanwhile, you are still in that contraption. You are. Yeah. So are those who are also against the system. Your government is fighting you. You can't see it. You have no right. You have no choice. You dare not ask questions. Death is the consequences of asking questions in your own country. And then you watch people who are bold enough to come together and say no. Peacefully. You wish them death. You want them slaughtered. You want to watch them run, brutalized, dehumanized. Why the problem persists. Then you clap for yourself. You go back to your cocoon. You go back into your own eating holes. Abi? And then hope There's something somewhere, one invisible being coming to your rescue. Let us pray. Close your eyes and let us pray. We shouldn't be going. I understand that you know that your government is a killer government. If not, you won't be sitting down and say, oh, those who are abroad are sending people to their death. Are those who are affected coming out to state their own displeasure? In your own democracy, are they supposed to be killed? But you know it, that you have killer government that will kill them, take their bodies away and deny it. And you will say, didn't we tell them? All of you should go and get your voter's card. All of you should go and get your PVC and vote for anybody you want. As if to say you even have a choice there. You don't. But those who have committed no crime are those you are wishing death upon. Yes, they will kill them. They will kill you too. But what will kill you, will be the consequences of killing those who are standing up for you now. Because when they kill them, you will be next. And that's something that many of you don't understand. And I don't know if you ever understand. And you don't have to. You will realize it as you grow older too. Asking for a conversation around restructuring, conversation around the national integration or national cohesion and all of that, how to be, to have everybody included in how their country is run. That conversation is not, it's not a what? It's not a death sentence. But look at what they have done to you. Look at what they have done to your young people. Look at what they have done to you as a person. You are watching me right now. You are angry. You are raging. You know why? Because you are looking at me and feeling like I am somehow privileged because I am not there to face what you are facing. I am not there to face the bullet as well, right? Meanwhile, you are better off keeping quiet because according to you, asking you to stand up against those who use the system you believe you gave to them, the power you believe you gave to them, who you are using that same power to decimate you economically and right now through terrorism. You turned it into a competition. You are looking at me as if to say, why does it feel like he can say, why can't he come back and face what we are facing before you can change your lives? It's your choice. But the thing you have to know is that while you are there, thinking that going to face or change your own destiny, change your lives, demand for something better is a call for you to go and get killed. And when we talk about submissive mentality of slaves, you quickly flare up. You have no mind of your own. You don't. Because as you are there are millions like you there who are currently finding their bearing, finding their food, finding ways around how to network and at least make a difference. When I say make a difference, because they have no other plan like myself. They are there with you. And those are the people you said are being sent to be killed. And that means you support the killer government. Even if you deny it, you want to see them killed. Yes, they did it to Shure. You clapped, didn't you? They did it to the Shiite. You clapped, didn't you? Even those of you who are clapping, you are also receiving the news of your family members being kidnapped, killed. Some of you can't even travel back to your villages anymore, especially in that northern Nigeria. But you watched the government that swore to protect you massacre, murder, and decimate those who have become the victims of their failure. And therefore you want others to be killed. It is so unfortunate that in that same Nigeria, DSS, military, their policemen, government officials, they go to the hideout. They are not even like hiding anymore. Before now, we used to think, oh, maybe these people are unapproachable. The terrorists, your DSS go to their camps, your governors, they go there. They take pictures with them. They don't call them criminals. They come out on the national television telling you that there are good bandits, there are bad bandits. And you keep mute. But the moment you see Shore say, hello, you will gain your muzzle. Shut up, shut up. You should go to prison. I don't know why Buhari hasn't killed you yet. I don't know why they haven't blah, 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 blah yet. When you see the picture or the image of Nnamdi Kanu, oh, this guy, they should shoot him. They should do this or that. Those who have not done anything to you. Now, Igboho. And I said, if you are so mad that young Yorubas, young and old, supports Sunday Igboho, Ilana Omo Oodua, and so many other organizations that are working tirelessly to keep Yorubas alert and awake. So even if you, now that Igboho, yeah. So even if you were surprised that why Igboho? Why Igboho? Why is it just Igboho? Why not somebody else? I remember asking you that why not in your own intellectual capacity, in your own intelligence as you claim to be, why not question a system that is so bad, so terrible, that a Sunday Igboho will become the rallying point for all the Yoruba people who have seen through the trap called one Nigeria. Why not question that system that produced Igboho? Do you really think if the Yoruba political leaders, traditional leaders, religious and what have you, do you really think if they were doing what they should be doing, we would ever have any Igboho standing up, telling the Fulani terrorists to vacate our forest? Have you asked yourself that question before? Yorubas are sophisticated people. Yorubas are educated people. Yorubas are exposed people. But Yorubas, this exposure, this intelligence, this whole thing about Yorubas are subjected to the decision or whatever of the Fulanis in Nigeria. Have you thought about that? How did we end up with a Sunday Igboho speaking for us? Where is Stephen Numbu? Where is Obasanjo? Where are those Yoruba Obas? Where are those Yoruba politically? Where are those Yoruba, cleric and, all of them? Where are they? What have they done to prevent a day when a Sunday Igboho will be the one to now say Yorubas must stand up and those who are educated, enlightened, and, exposed, killed behind him? Have you asked that question yourself? Have you? Where are those when the people of Igongon were being kidnapped and killed? Where are those? Where are those people that should be speaking up like you would love to say? Where are they? I'm asking. Of course, they are nowhere. Their silence is so loud that it is deafening. Then we ended up with a Sunday Igboho. Somebody that had his own life. It could be one of those your sugar daddies anyway. If he's just living his life, enjoying it private, whatever, like many of us. We will be reading the news in the papers. Just the same way we are reading about Zamfara, reading about Borono, reading about Niger, reading about these places. Then we'll be screaming, Yoruba should do something. We should do something. We should stop talking and talking and talking. Two-faced hypocrites. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè gbogbo, ọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Ọmọ àlè jati. Maybe you don't know. Where are those? Because that's where you would have been by now. They will be killing us. We will be talking on the social media. Everybody will be granting an interview in the newspaper, calling on Bukwari to defend us. And some of you will be saying, it's just noise, we are just making noise. Yoruba should do something. Then you have people who are doing something. You want them killed. How do you explain that? In that same country, watch this video where somebody, a terrorist with his guns and his own men, met with government officials and he was bragging to them, telling them how he enjoys killing the soldiers, the Nigerian military. They were negotiating with him. They actually paid him because it is now raining season. They wanted the farmers to go back to farms. So they had to go to him and beg him to let that happen. DSS was there. Police was there. Soldiers were there. Every one of them. And you, a Yoruba man, you are laughing because they killed people inside Sunday Igboho's house. They declared him wanted. They burned down his house. They destroyed his properties just because he's asking that Yorubas will defend ourselves. Just that. You, a Yoruba man, you are a shameless person that nobody has told you. But fine, say it back to me. Okay? The consequences of all of this, they are approaching gradually and gradually. Okay? And everybody will be served in that same country, in that same place.
Wuta duk wanda ya taba ya san ba da wallahi shi yasa an kaba mun ka dawo nan muna yin gida ni kira emiya gashi wanda an ka kai wanda abuto yanzu wanda an ka ci ni ce me mu ya zaman lahiya da shi ni ba ta addanci yan maido ni kasa ba iyaka ta zama ta da kasa yanzu na da uwaye na lahiya hudda ta in kama yi kasa in yaji na ce mai ta da kasa ta in dai ni zan yanka to ya kira uwaye na faɗa musu namu mutunci yace mai in dai shi zai zama da dan ta'adda har duniya ta nadi bai zama da shi ko ba a yi haka ba ni ko kashe wayata ni cire layi na ni birkiti ni aje waya daga ran nan ban ƙara waya ni kyale he da in waya da waya yaro ni kashe wayata he da an ka ɗebi wata 3 jami'ai ya turu sojoji an ka kai su dumburo an ka aje ko ba a kai su dumburo an ka aje ba ni kyale su ina gindin hanyar gidana na gindin hanyar sun ka wuce ni kyale su ni jaye gidana da nan ne zanni na ni jaye mata na nan ne zanni na ni kadai yaruri marece yayi sun cika kwana 4 marece sun ka dawo za sun dawo da kusau ni ci uban su ran nan da sahi an kayo man sakko da kunkurai ni toye guda saura na ceri ni kashe rabi wata ran mangare ba ta ƙara yi sun ka bidangi sun ka kwanta ma ƴan uwana sun kawo man dauki sun ka kwanta ma ƴan uwana sun ka anshe musu babura da mangare ba ta yi ni kyale su da sun ka taho ni radadi su ni toye musu motoci daga nan emiya gane harakan nan sun ka haɗo da na Nijar sun ka taho ni kone musu kunkurin wanda suka ji shi ne toyi ko ba a yi haka ba har gobe yana nan ba da ya dauka in mi za a yi wallahi sai dai in ni nice masu su zo su dauka wallahi ba zai dauka an kai hankuri da wannan da na kira ne ce mu ta haɗo da na Nijar sun ka tafi kone musu kunkurin wanda suka ji shi ne toyi ko ba a yi haka ba har gobe yana nan ba zai dauka in mi za a yi wallahi sai dai in ni nice masu su zo su dauka wallahi ba zai dauka an kai hankuri da wannan da na kira ne ce mu gyara mun ka gyara dan ran bai ƙara jin naci mai komi ba ran na ya ce a'a an ka shiga zurmi an ka kwaso mai yarorin ina gida kwanci na a yan yara ma ne yan kanana ina gida kwanci na sun ka ce man ga mutum 30 nan sun 40 nan sun kama su dauri ni ɗauke su da an ka ce a zanna lahiya uwayenmu na roƙe mu arziki ko naira mun ce a bamu yabbe an bamu mun ka ɗauki mutanen nan mun ka bada to don haka ni in na faɗa ma mutum magana guda ita ce in ya cuci kai ne don kai ne in ma yadda da ita ni wallahi ba ruwana amma magana guda don faɗa mutanen can na ƙetaren titi bakin titi abin da ya arewa ba abin da ya dama ba abin da ya rufa ba ruwana da shi kowa ya sani ban da shaƙa da su ba ruwa ba su sona ban so haka dai muke da ya ta dai waya to ba kin jaja abun da ya haka duk abun da kun ka ja ku ne da ka gani ta ga jaja gabancin jaja da ana halbe mutane yaro na mai taɓa zuwa waɗannan dai yan uwa suna raga maku su roƙe su arziki su raga maku su roƙe su amma muna cikin wanga tsallake ne to abin da mutane amma da wanda ya je gani mu sai wanda ya je gani muka kashe.
Yeah, shame on you. Shame on all of your Mwale Yorubas. Yeah, you can say a lot to me. Say it. Is that not what you do? Say it. Somebody said, why don't you come back to Nigeria and join the fight? What fight? What fight? Is that what your government told you? There is a fight. A fight that requires you to bring out your guns and shoot people who have no guns. Is that a fight? Is that even a fair one? Eh? It is unfortunate that we found ourselves here, and we're gonna be here for a very long time. It's gonna take a while, and that's why the destroyed generation must not be allowed to contaminate the innocent generation that will be coming after all of us. Let's leave something behind that will not be this kind of hypocrisy and cowardice. A fair fight is if the government knows they have the strength, let them legalize guns. Do you understand that? You know, government will always be government, very big, very powerful. Not like the cowards, lily liver, bullish cowards that you call government in Nigeria. They are just bullies. Tell them to legalize guns, like properly. And then we can have fair fights. They won't do that because what they do is that they disarm you. Then they send automatic gun-wielding terrorists after you. They expect you to hands up and die. So if by any chance you escape from those killers, you will be declared wanted. How is that fair? How is that a fair fight? It's not a fight. It's not a fight. The only person fighting here is your government. And the only people they are fighting is you. But you don't realize it yet. Because you think you'll be on the good side of on their good side all the time. It is also so sad when you meet the abroad-based Buhari idiots, the cyberbarians, those ones who are always patriotic from Canada, patriotic from London, patriotic Nigerians from America, patriotic Nigerians from all over the place. Very useless things. I have no apology for that, by the way. Okay, it's not because you disagree. You are not disagreeing with what people want. You are calling for their blood. That is not disagreement. That is not that, oh, it is because we don't support the Oduduwa Republic. That's why you call us shameless, useless. Oh, those are the fancy words. They're actually fancy words. They are far, far better than wishing you dead or being slaughtered or killed, maimed, dehumanized. That all of you are wishing on those who are asking for something different. Is that not why this guy, Moguno, the guy that cannot go to his own village anymore, the national security advisor to Boko Haram, is that not why he was also bragging, threatening us? Eh?
And I'm sending a warning to anybody who is hiding beneath a veneer of some status, whether official in terms of an official capacity or traditional or religious, to stoke the flames of disorder, will have himself to blame. The government is very, very serious about this anarchy. But I want to stress once more that any individual or group that thinks it can take it upon itself to cause disunity, disharmony, and to render this country, push the country to the brink, should have a rethink. Any individual who thinks he has any support and who thinks he can undermine this government, anybody, any human being, as long as he's a citizen of this country, any one person who thinks he's the cat's whiskers, or he can be Rocky on the perch and lead us into a situation of unhappiness, will have himself to blame at the end of the day. Already the president has given directives to the military and the intelligence organizations to trail and flush out all the people that have been on our watch list.
I hope this guy is on his watch list again.
duk wanda ya taba ya san ba daɗi wallahi shi yasa an kaba mun ka dawo nan muna yin gida ni kira emiya gashi wanda an ka kai wanda abu so yanzu wanda an ka ci ni ce mai mu ya zaman lahiya da shi ni ba ta addanci yan maido ni kaza ba iyaka ta zama ta da kasa in zanna da uwaye na lahiya hudda ta in kama yi kasa in yarji na ce mai tar da kasa ta in dai ni zan yanka to ya kira uwaye na faɗa musu namu na ci yace mai in ta shi.
So they paid the terrorists up north, okay, to continue killings. They meet with them. They know their places. They know where they are, all right? They know how they get ammunition and all of that. But in the southern Nigeria, it is kill, 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 kill. It's like, all these ombudsman slaves and obedient fools that you see everywhere, all these Facebook bandits and the social media adsmen, right? When you see them everywhere, they say, kill, 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 and it's fine. They too are becoming the victims of the system that is killing them. Somebody said they are signing billions of dollars in, they're signing billions of dollars in Yoruba land for a capital project. And I'm asking, what capital project? Where's the project? Where are they? So that they are signing that and we are here creating violence. That's the impression. You see, talking about it for this Lilliputian myopic brain idiots, right? Talking about the problem and mentioning those behind it is actually an act of violence. That is why they said Nnamdi Kanu is more dangerous than the bandits, even though IPOB, ESN have never killed just one single person. To say, one single person. Oh, that guy is bragging. You hear what? I mean, you heard what he said there. He said, if there is any innocent person they killed, that he knows that he is innocent, he should come and tell everybody here that he's innocent. That means they killed people they considered as not innocent. He bragged of killing soldiers right there. They were laughing. If Sunday Igboho should make a video and brag that he killed soldiers, he killed this. Even we Yorubas, we will reject him. We will be like, no, come on, why would you do that? So when you see Yoruba, when you see people with Yoruba names everywhere, some of them making different videos, talking trash, nonsense, don't worry. It is their moment. They call it the moment. Enjoy it. There are consequences. When this whole thing goes away, as they told you it will go away, which it won't. They won't go away. No. In fact, rather than for these whole things to go away, many of you are going to join them. Some of you are still not sure if you should or not. You are going to join them. Let me remind you of this. I remember in Lagos, all of you, the Lagos Abobakus, who are now living in the poverty capital of the world. You are now living in fact, your Lagos is this, they said, is the worst place to raise a child in the whole world. It's worse than raising a child in Borno. Do you know that? Maybe you don't know because you live the fake life. You tell yourselves that you are the mega city of Nigeria, when meanwhile you are just a mega slum. You know that, right? They brought the mannequin down. You were dancing ups and down, and today you know better.
To come out and vote out PDP for good and make sure your vote count. This is a center of the culture of political focus and determination. We have no doubt if the Southwest Bloc understands and accepts this change, it will happen. So the ball is in your court. If you want to improve Nigeria, put your experience and determination, and God willing, it will happen. Whatever savings we will make from stopping corruption, we will quickly put in farming and mining. And we will start the commodity boards. Let us see the cocoa farms resurfacing since the oil is being ridiculed now in the market. What the APC will do is to make sure infrastructure is once more on the ground. NEPA, power holding owned company, and then the road, the express road, from Lagos to here and from here to Ilorin. This will be a great priority to APC. We have no doubt in your state government, you have seen it, you have experienced it, you promise that it will continue. For the rest of the country, especially the Northeast, security is the priority. For the rest of the country, job, opening of factories, getting goods and services, and getting able-bodied employed. I thank you very much. The massive experience I have from the airport to here, I will never forget. I thank you very much indeed.
Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. 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 Ó tún yá ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari, ṣe bàbá, ṣe Buhari.
Your experience has been infectious. I don't know when I danced in public last. I thank you very much, and God bless all of us. APC,
change.
APC,
Change.
APC,
Change.
let us remove PDP. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Buhari
On your
ti
state,
sọ̀rọ̀
you made the
àti
general
gbọ́.
dance today.
Buhari ti
Ladies and
sọ̀rọ̀
gentlemen,
àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́. Buhari ti sọ̀rọ̀ àti gbọ́.
ẹ ṣé gan ni
Ṣé
o.
bàbá, ṣé Buhari, ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari, ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari. Aṣíwájú ṣé bàbá, ṣé Buhari, ṣé bàbá.
You remember? Now, today, we are now a subject of a military attack simply because of the Fulani invasion of our forest that has also made our highways, our motorways, dangerous to ply. Yes, they are dangerous to ply now. People are being careful, right? Especially if you are traveling between Ibadan and then you are going to Oshogbo, Gbomosho, and these areas, you will be careful. And if your journey takes you through Shagamu, Beniore, road, then you have to be prayerful. This is the situation we have found ourselves. Kings have been kidnapped, paid ransom. Kings have been kidnapped in Yoruba land, killed while they were, while in captivity. People, high, mighty, and everyone has, felt the brunt of this insecurity. We danced. Now they are telling us to get used to mourning. Lagos rally today that they put up this mighty show of force and all of that. I love the fact that the organizers insisted that the rally will go on so that those who plotted and planned to put all of these resources they have in the Lagos State Police, they only bring them out whenever there will be protests, rallies that they are not in support of. Then they would call it show of force so that, they will show you that they have a lot of weapons and all of that. And then they will kill. When they kill people, they take their bodies away. Then they will deny. Oh, we didn't kill anybody. We only shot blank bullet and all of that. But violence is what they bring. Even though people still pretty much remain peaceful. And when you see all of their online alimajiris, or these social media artsmen and all of them, right? Jumping up and down here and there like frogs, disabled frogs, right? When you see them blame the victims, it is just to, blame the victims and then say, oh, you are the one who wants to bring violence. Yet, the only people who actually exercise violence in every of these gatherings are the government agents in Nigeria. They will kill you too. Just wait for your turn. Okay? Sunday Igboho is safe. Very safe. And this won't make it go away. Okay? It will rather make more people convinced enough that probably they actually felt so threatened that the young people could come up and say they are done with the fraudulent Nigeria and a conversation should start if they still want to be part of it or not. That is not a call for war. It is not. Oh, they found gun in his house. You mean the one they planted there? Oh, you mean the ones that they have always been using to even parade their IPOB members? Do you know that? Yeah, some of you can be so naive about that, I know. Until you found yourself paraded as a terrorist or as a criminal that you are not, because they will make you make up the tally. You're going to get your share. Honestly speaking, you are. It's just how and when. But you will. Look at what they did to Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnapped him. Somebody said they Umaru decoded him to Nigeria. I told some, I said, Nnamdi Kanu has been missing for more than a week before the announcement that they arrested him, which was actually like they kidnapped him. They call it intercepted him. He's kind of been missing for a week. I couldn't make a sense of it. That, okay, for him resurfacing all of a sudden in Nigeria from a country in Africa that intercepted him, that means they might have arrested or caught him. Intercepted, as they said, they might have done that earlier than the time they announced it. But they said on Sunday. That was like 3 days before they announced it. But no. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer visited him. This is how dangerous Nigeria has become. Let me tell you this. That some of you probably think they deserve it, as you have always been, enthusing and all that, right? But wait for your turn. They will give you your own bad name as a dog and they will hang you. Just wait for your turn. Injustice to one is going to be injustice to all. The same injustice that brought about this whole wahala in the first place, right, is exactly what they are now probably, extending. And tell me how that is going to solve anything. You will tell us. However, this is what Barrister Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, this is what the statement they released. I'm going to read it to you. Many of you have, you've read it online already. But for the sake of this broadcast, it will be part of this diary today. This is how they said it happened, though. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually abducted by the accursed Kenya's Special Police Force on the 18th of June, 2021. 18th of June. So by now, you will agree with me that that's more than 2 weeks ago. They actually did that to him in Kenya. So on the 18th of June 2021, at their international airport, and consequently taken to an undisclosed residence under dehumanizing conditions, Kenya. He was tortured and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, which worsened his health condition. He was illegally detained for 8 good days in Kenya before being transferred to their Nigeria counterparts. He was purportedly investigated on a bogus charge while in their custody, ostensibly awaiting to be handed over after their findings proved him innocent of all the spurious allegations. They later beckoned on their Nigeria counterpart to take over. Kenya government was deeply involved in the abduction, detention, and ill treatment of my clients before the illegal handover to their Nigerian counterparts. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13%. That's dangerous, risky, and I can now understand why many Biafrans are really worried after hearing from Barrister Igboho. Keep this on record. That's how devilish those in charge of your government in Nigeria are. They can track Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they couldn't track any of those killers who are killing and kidnapping your children in northern Nigeria. But I'm coming to that. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13% due to the dehumanizing treatment method to him. There will be need for immediate proper medical examination and attention for him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB family members worldwide and craved for your unrelentless prayers. We are going back to the court for the needful. Other details cannot be entertained here. His fortified legal team will address these infractions at the proper forum as we progress. Other details on our legal strategy may not be made public. Of course not, please. That's from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnapped him. And then they heard, they grabbed the Kenya ambassador to Nigeria. Hey, mister, come here. You did this. You did this. You kidnapped a British citizen on your soil, tortured him, dehumanized him. Then after that, you handed him over to his would-be killers. That is a crime that has linked Kenya to the issue going on in Nigeria now. So if you're a Kenyan, maybe you are watching this for the first time or hearing it for the first time, your government in Kenya collaborated with the terrorist government in Nigeria to kidnap a British citizen who is asking for self-determination of his people that are more than 60 million people that are part of that Nigeria. Your government work with Nigerian government. We don't know how many other things they are doing for Nigerian government right now. We don't know what is their plan for the IPOB members in Kenya or the Igbos in Kenya. But your government is involved. And you should, by every means, right, take them up on it. We grabbed your ambassador in Nigeria. And he denied. He denied.
I want to address this allegation by denying that Kenya was involved in the alleged arrest in Kenya and extradition to Nigeria of Mr. Kanu. And I repeat, I want to address this allegation by denying that Kenya was involved in the alleged arrest in Kenya and extradition to Nigeria of Mr. Kanu. To us, therefore, this allegation are fictional, imaginary, and deliberately concocted to fuel antagonistic feelings amongst certain sections of the Nigerian people against the Kenyan people. And indeed, many countries have been accused. Rwanda, Czech Republic, Britain, Ethiopia, and God knows which other countries. I want to challenge anyone with the facts relating to this alleged arrest in Kenya to present these facts. This will include when, how, and who was particularly involved in the alleged arrest. And in any case, I believe we are all Nigerians. Nigeria is a sovereign country. It's your country. Instead of facing the Kenyan High Commission to Nigeria to ask some of these questions, you should face your own government. The government of Nigeria knows how they arrested. Maybe
he denied. And I know they would deny because it was a black operation. It was like a black op, they call it. Then, but Autumn is asking Bokwari, at least if you have the power to track Nnamdi Kanu and you are bragging about it, can you please track the Miyetti Allah, track the bandits, track Boko Haram, bring them to justice, put them in cuffs, and show them to us as well? Okay, but guess what? The Buhari idiots, they are feeding on him. They are conditioned to feed on everyone that asks them or asks Bokwari to do his job. He never really worked in his life. He never worked. A common, unproductive freeloader, scavenger, scrounger who has been living off the system, including his family. Do your job. They are feeding on him. Is this too much to ask?
Let me say that if the federal government have demonstrated capacity and can arrest Nnamdi Kanu, they should also exhibit the same zeal and will and decision to arrest these Fulani herdsmen that are terrorizing our state and our country. Let that be done. These ones are living here with us, but if Nnamdi Kanu can be arrested from a foreign land, I believe that the federal government will exhibit the same will. They will arrest Fulani herdsmen, especially Maiyegun Allah, who have owned up to the killings in Benue State and have continued to terrorize our land. It is laughable and unfortunate when I heard that Maiyegun Allah are calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, someone who is fighting for the liberation of his people is being called a terrorist by terrorist organization called Maiyegun Allah and Fulani herdsmen. So federal government should rise up to its responsibility and arrest this one. I have no problem in trying Nnamdi Kanu. Due process should be followed and let there be justice. If he has committed any offense, let there be justice. But the federal government must also do justice by arresting Fulani herdsmen who have been terrorizing our land, who have created so much problems and pains and challenges to our economy, to our security, to our unity. If federal government doesn't do that, it means they are not serious.
They've never been serious. They want him killed. They've tried to assassinate him twice just for asking Bokwari to do his job. And if you look at the APC, Egbekegbe, the Al-Qaeda People's Congress, they can't wait to get rid of him so they can put somebody who is going to now sort of trample on the graves of the people of Benue killed by these Fulani terrorists and then just give them what they want. Oh, what do you want? Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Put your AK-47 on the side, please. Give me a hug. You want land? Come on, here. You want money? Here, take. Oh, you want us to even come on, man. There are consequences. So you will get what you wish for. The people who are asking for Oduduwa nation have right to ask for it. It is not a call for war. As a Yoruba man yourself, right? Do you know you also have the right to reject it? That is the beauty of it. The beauty of it. If you are given the opportunity to vote for referendum or stay in Nigeria, it is just what they are asking for. It's for you too. You don't need to wish them death. You don't need to wish them killed. Why the problem persists? You are enduring, adjusting. There are those who can't adjust. That you have accepted your own slavish lives and slavish existence is a choice. But guess what? Even in that slavery, you should still have a choice. A choice to choose if you want to remain in it or you want to opt out of it. That's a choice. Only slaves will say, you have no choice. All of us will die for this country. Are you mad? You must be. How is that even a solution? All of us will die here. And some says, no, we have to discuss our existence here. And then we want to, if we are staying together, it's never going to be on these social terms. Then we want to part ways. And you said they should be killed. Yeah? Who be juju be that, like they say? Is that not juju? They will kill those they will kill. But they too will be killed. Because there will be consequences. Peaceful or peacefully asking for a referendum means you that doesn't support breakup of Nigeria, right? You should support a referendum. Your politicians are not smart. That's why. Or maybe they are too smart to know that referendum is a time bomb, like a set trap. Because they are not smart in the first instance, because if Yoruba says we want referendum, we want to have our own republic, and some Yoruba says, oh, you are on your own, who wants to do our republic? We don't want any republic, we want to be part of Nigeria. If your politicians are smart, that means they know that some of you don't want to do our republic. So what should they do? They will leverage on that, and they will say, let us do referendum. That's what the UK government did. They knew, they did their survey, they knew that there's some people from Scotland, the Scottish people, don't want to break away from the UK. But how do you find out? It's not by going a mob way, attacking and killing people, putting them in jail. That's not smart. It's going to get more people interested in that. Why are you putting them in jail? Why are you killing them? Because of that, I'm even supporting them, sympathizing with them. That is why the Biafrans have so many sympathizers all over the world that are not even Biafrans themselves. You know why? Because your politicians are not smart. If they were smart, they would say, okay, send a referendum for Biafra. Okay, fine. Oh yeah. I'm not sure they can gamble it in the East. Not sure. If they try any referendum without any campaign, let them pay every Igbo man and woman 1 million naira not to vote for a referendum. They will be surprised that after they collected that money, 98% of them will vote for Biafra. Shockingly. So I'm not sure if they can take that gamble in the East. But let's say Yoruba politicians, instead of them now grouping, waiting for the young Yorubas to be killed, where more and more and more young Yorubas would then say, oh, you want to kill us? Oh, so you see, for the fact that they have attacked Sunday Igboho twice now, you have no idea how many people are now sympathetically feeling for him, and they now believe more in that Oduduwa Republic campaign. You have no idea, but you will find out soon. But if your politicians are smart, in Yoruba land, where they believe that they have some people that will never vote for Oduduwa Republic, your politicians should be the one fronting for referendum. Your politicians. They will say, okay, how do we keep Sunday Igboho short? How do we keep all these Oduduwa Republic? How can we keep them short? Okay, you know what? Let's do constitutional change. Let us move it as a unit. If they are smart, but they are not. Then you will now put it to test. As we speak today, in reality, don't quote me. All right? In reality, you will say, maybe the issue of Oduduwa Republic right now in Yoruba land, not that people haven't heard it, people have heard it. But because they are not really so sure with a clear-cut ideology of how is it going to be. The first one is how are they going to break the barrier, Nigeria, to even start that conversation. So if you conduct the survey today, maybe you will have about 40-45% of Yorubas that will likely say, I will support Oduduwa Republic if they give me a ballot to vote. But if they bring the ballot abroad, I can tell you that more than 80% of us will vote for Yoruba Republic. But why am I saying this? Instead of resorting into killing, kidnapping, destruction, and all of that, intimidation, violence, all of these things they are doing, they can save everybody all this agony, disunity, and total, complete disunity, I'll say. They can save all of us. And say, you know what? Let us do the referendum because we can defeat them. But I'm not sure they can. I'm not sure they can. But if a referendum is conducted in Yoruba land today, we won't get 50%. It's not because they don't want it. It's because most of them they are not sure. But imagine if the political class are smart, but they are not that smart. Or they are smart or smarter than we can imagine because they know asking for that constitutional change that will include referendum might actually be their own death sentence or something, which is likely so. But above it all, let the people talk. Let the people decide. Ordinary electoral reform they can't do. Electoral reform, they own the parties that they it's the whoever they give to you to vote for is who you are going to vote for, won't you? But if they think violence is all they will take, like they bragged in Lagos last night, they call it show of force. Let's see how far that is going to take all of you. Let's see. You give Moyelu Showore city arrest. You have sent him to prison twice. Right? You have tried to kill him 4 times. He's been hospitalized 4 times. All because he's asking Buhari and Nigerian government to protect the people being killed. To save the economy so that all of you are joining the labor market, the unemployment market. You can start having something that can at least make you feel like you have a country. That's what Showore is asking for. Since he knows that the demented, incompetent jihadist Boko Haram cannot make a difference, he's asking you have every right in a democracy, to demand for something better. You said he should be killed. You still want him killed anyway. You want people killed for asking for something better for you. But don't worry, all right? This won't go away. No, not anytime soon. They can continue to show the show of force like this, always.
Sorry.
And these are the same people that once Nigeria happened to them too, they will begin to cry that their pensions are not paid, their salaries are not paid, but they are out. to kill people that could make these criminals sit right. But it is the system. It is the system. And for those who have no idea what is still coming, this is not going to go away. No, it's not. The worst that we feared has happened. They have declared Sunday Igboho wanted. And we want to see how that pan out. And those of you who have been thinking that this is all about Sunday Igboho, now let's see how this is going to go away. Okay? It has turned to what we never wanted, but we knew they would push. Now we are here. Don't celebrate it. Or don't sleep on that yet. Because, like the politicians do, they create problems where there is none. Then they offer to resolve the problem. And while they pretend to be resolving the problem, they create more. The consequences of all of this will not just be them, it will be on you too. And don't think this is going to go away. I'll drop here. We'll monitor the development today. And we'll meet again tonight. If you have the time, join me then. And good morning to all of you, especially those of you who are waiting to see Sunday Igboho either in cuffs or you want to see his body, because what you expected was that those fake bulletproof, traditional bulletproof they put on display for you, the same one they put on a console when they murdered the console, when they assassinated him, right? They put that on him and they took picture. That's what they plan to do with Sunday Igboho, to assassinate him, kill him, then put that cloth on him and say, "Shebi na this thing they wear all the time to say he has power of this or power of that." And then, you know what I mean? You are expecting something like that. Maybe you should ask the people of Benue what the Fulani did to them when they killed just one person that was pushing back the Fulani terrorists in Benue. You know his name. Maybe you should ask. Some of you have no idea what they have in stock for you. By the time they come up and then they finish with you, right? You will wish you never joined them to wish Igboho dead. You will wish then. Good morning.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rájú.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájú. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.